fans, hello and welcome. Ohio Valley Championship Wrestling, the most exciting 30 minutes of professional wrestling is on the air. I'm Dean Hill, joined again this week by the legend himself, the NWA Rookie of the Year, 67. I'm talking about Les Thatcher. Thanks for being here.
Hey, Dean, always a pleasure to be with you, and always a pleasure to watch the great action here on OVW.
We got a lot of stuff coming tonight, but Riz, right off the bat, first thing I want to talk about is the Brian Pillman Memorial that is, I understand, this Wednesday night, and you are spearheading it. We are had all kinds of calls here to the telephone about it. Les, tell us everything you know about the Brian Pillman Memorial.
That's right. This Wednesday night, Norwood Middle School Fieldhouse, that's in Cincinnati. We've got some great stars on this card. All the proceeds go to the Brian Pillman Memorial Fund. You're going to see Stone Cold Steve Austin in the house. Yes, Sonny from WWF. Chris Benoit against Chris Jericho. Chris Candido against Al Snow. That represents WCW and ECW. Plus, we're going to have Ohio Valley wrestlers in the house. Music City wrestlers. Celebrity auction of certain items owned by wrestlers. Photos with the stars is going to be a great occasion. Dean, I want to invite you, but most of all, you fans, we want to invite you. Give us a call at 513-771-1650. General admission, plenty of those left at $15 a pop. You come on up.
Les, thanks for the invite. Appreciate it, ladies and gentlemen. If you're in the region, you need to drive there. Where else you have the opportunity to see all these different wrestlers from all these different organizations in the same place at the same time, paying tribute to the great Brian Pillman. Listen, speaking of great, we got a great show in store for us this evening, and time permits, Les, we're going to have the Ohio Valley Southern Tag Title match as our main event. It's going to be exciting.
Hey, Nick and Rob are the champions. I'm glad to hear that. When I got in here today, I thought, man, this is really great. That's a great team.
It's fantastic. They're tickled. We got a lot of great action coming your way, including tag team action right now in the ring. Faye Davis, take it away.
This tag match is one fall with a 10-minute time limit. Introducing first, from parts unknown, Assassin number 2 and his tag team partner from Indianapolis, Indiana, Dave the Rave. And their opponents from Hawk Collar, Kentucky, Jebediah Blackhawk and Cousin Otter.
Jebediah Blackhawk and Cousin Otter squaring off against the wild man from Indianapolis, Dave the Rave, and of course the Assassin under mask. The Assassin starting off with Jebediah. Joe Wheeler, your referee, calling for the bell. Collar and elbow lock up and cranking on that left arm of the Assassin, Jebediah, and tags in Cousin Otter. I tell you, Otter and Jebediah are showing a lot more of this ring savvy for tag team action.
They sure are, Dean. You know, I like this team. It's a good combination. They obviously gel well together. They've got a lot of power moves, of course, with Otter in there. But what I like most is Otter just doesn't go to that power. He uses some wrestling holds, too. So it's a good combination. And look at this.
Double back suplex from the boys from Hawk Holler. Right now, the Assassin is just trying to figure out what his name is, let alone which corner Dave the Rave is waiting for him. The Assassin's working his way, takes him over to the corner, and tags in the Rave. This your first time seeing this young man?
Yeah, first time I've seen Dave the Rave. Looks like a wild man, though.
He's an action-packed guy. He likes to go at it. He also spends a little bit too much time, if you ask me, screaming and hollering at the fans. Of course, you see what happened. It gave the Assassin opportunity to lean in from outside and do a little what I call cheating. Oh, what a move from Dave the Rave. Right now also threatens Cousin Otter a little bit and working on that lower back of Jebediah.
Moves well, makes the tag to his partner, the Assassin, back. It looks like we get a little double teaming here out of Rave and the Assassin. Big double black backdrop. Assassin trying for the cover.
It looks like a choke. Yeah, he was choking him. Sure enough, Joe Wheeler's having something to say about it. He's calling for the 5 count. Of course, the Assassin knows he's got a 5 count. He's using 4 3/4 of it before he makes the break.
Now here's where Rave and the Assassin make the mistake. They need to keep Jeb in their side of the ring. They need to keep him away from the power man. They makes the tag to Otter, then they've got to start all over again, and chances are they won't get the big man down as easily.
Just keep him in their court, keep the work on right now like it is. Otter being distracted. Joe Wheeler's having to get Otter out of the ring. It's given Rave and the Assassin the opportunity to double team Jebediah. Joe Wheeler doesn't see what's going on. He's back to the action, setting him up for the ride across the ring. Double elbow. You see Rave right now. He wants to scream at the crowd, Les.
There you go. And he should be trying to cover Jeb. You know what, though, Dean? I hear around the country, tag team wrestling is dying, tag team wrestling is dying. But tell you the truth, every time I come to Ohio Valley, I see some great teams developing, some young guys that have a tremendous future in this business.
We got a lot of great tag teams. Jebediah and Cousin Otter's one of them. Cousin Otter plants the assassin in the ring and then puts a hawk collar right fist to the jaw of Dave the Rave, and another one for the Rave man. Right now, Joe Wheeler's just trying to get him out of the ring. Could be the splash. Could
Otter
be the hawk collar splash. Big splash. One. That's it.
He got him.
Your winners, Jebediah, Blackhawk, and Cousin Otter.
Man, what a fantastic match. Cousin Otter, Jebediah, Blackhawk, Les victorious in our first event of the evening.
Listen, when Otter comes off the top, it's all
that
over,
hawk collar splash, I tell you, it splashed more than one man out there. Now listen, we want to make sure that we tell you, be here every Wednesday night at 7 o'clock for our television taping. Bring your children, bring your signs. There's no obscene language, no extreme violence. It's the kind of professional wrestling you grew up with, ladies and gentlemen. Come be part of our family every Wednesday night here at Davis Arena, and every Sunday night at 7 o'clock, 1121 Mechanic Street, Jeffersonville, Indiana. Also, if you have a business you'd like to sponsor Ohio Valley Championship Wrestling, or if you'd like to talk to us about renting Davis Arena, give us a call at 280-7039. Also, if you have a fundraiser that you'd like to invite Ohio Valley Championship Wrestling to, please give us a call. We'd love to do it for you. Right now, we're taking a break. We're back right after these words.
It'll be a big night of professional wrestling tonight, just a few hours away, Sunday night on Mechanic Street in Jeffersonville, Indiana, because the Ohio Valley Heavyweight Champion's coming to town to Davis Arena with the Seymour Punks. The mayor of Seymour's probably going to be at Davis Arena. Manny the Weasel Valverde, Bob Sweetpaint Aribaducci, all the Seymour Punks are coming down to Jeffersonville to Davis Arena because they want to see the Ohio Valley Heavyweight Champion, me, the Hustler Rip Rogers, with my tag team partner, Dave the Rave, the meanest man from Indianapolis, Indiana. They want to see him take on Rob Conway and Nick Dinsmore. Well, it's going to happen just a few hours away tonight in Jeffersonville. And as far as my main man from Panama, Juan, don't call me Retardo, Hurtado, he's got a score to settle with the All-American Dub Basham. And Juan has promised me in English, as also as Juan has promised me in Spanish. He's going to take care of the All-American once and for all. So tonight in Jeffersonville, Rave, Rogers, and Hurtado on top.
We are back, joined here at the television desk by Les Thatcher. Les, has been great action, hasn't it?
Oh, it sure has. And you know what I'm seeing in the ring? Is that not Kenny Bolin in there?
Kenny Bolin, Rip Rogers, and some young men behind him that he calls the Seymour Punks. I'm not sure what's going on. Let's go to Faye Davis. Faye, take it away.
This match is one fall with a 10-minute time limit. Introducing first from Seymour, Indiana, escorted to the ring by his personal entourage, the Ohio Valley Heavyweight Champion, Hustler Rip Rogers, and his opponent from Cincinnati, Ohio, Mike Lightning.
Mike Lightning, a newcomer here to Ohio Valley Professional Wrestling, taking on the Hustler Rip Rogers. Of course, the Hustler's out here with what he calls the Seymour Punks. And Kenny Bolin, of course, we find the Rip Briscoe's calling for the bell. If I can find the hammer here, we'll hit the bell and get her going. Of course, now Kenny Bolin was out here last week saying a bunch of stuff, and now he's out here with Rip Rogers. I'm worried about that, Les Thatcher.
You know, Rip Rogers alone is enough trouble. You put Kenny Bolin in his corner, that's double trouble, Dean. And young Mike Lightning is going to school now. I've seen this young guy a couple times. Looks like he's got a future. He needs some experience, but he's going to get it right here. When the Hustler takes on a young man out there, he takes him to school, Dean.
Well, right now, Mike Lightning is feeling the thunder from Hustler Rip Rogers. Hustler snaps him down to the ground, working on him, choking him right now. Briscoe calling for the break. Of course, we both know the Ohio Valley Heavyweight Champion will use the rules as much as he can, Les.
Use them, abuse them, and bend them, Dean. That's how Rip does that as good as anybody. And, you know, you got to admire this veteran. Rip's been in the wrestling wars a long time. He stays in great physical shape. He's got a great ring psychology. Like him or don't like him, he's tough in there. He's going to hang on to that belt. He'll be a tough man to unseat.
Setting him up for the ride across the ring into the turnbuckle. Listen, fans, we're located at 1121 Mechanic Street in Jeffersonville, Indiana. You take I-65 northbound across the Kennedy Bridge, take exit number 1. That takes you off on the 10th Street. About 4 blocks on your left is Mechanic Street. Make a left, and we're 2 blocks on the left. 280-7039. Also, Music City Wrestling every Tuesday night at Louisville Gardens. Bell time 7:30. Right now, Mike Lightning runs into the boot of the Hustler, and the Hustler ought to be covering him instead of talking to the fans.
Well, he's talking that trash now, and I don't mean Trailer Park. Lightning looked like he had a chance to come up with some offense, but Rogers anticipated the move, stuck the boot up, and the young man, here we go again.
Lightning comeback. Lightning working on that midriff. Punches to the solar plexus, sets him up for the right end of the turnbuckle. Rogers comes off, big backdrop from Mike Lightning. This young man is, well, that's a 1 count from Briscoe. Drop kick.
Nice drop kick. Let's see if Lightning go again.
The man obviously has been trained well.
Looks like he ought to cover him. Don't hesitate with Rip Rogers. Goes again. Rogers out of the way. He anticipated it. He saw it coming. And it looks like the Hustler, what's he going? Going for it here. Boston Crab, Dean.
Oh,
he's got him.
Submission, that's it.
Your winner, Hustler Rip Rogers.
The Hustler Rip Rogers, Kenny Bolin, and the Seymour Punks. Styling and profiling for the camera after the Hustler is victorious. Les, again, we want to take an opportunity to again mention the Brian Pillman Memorial in case someone joined us late. Tell us again about the memorial.
All right, that's this Wednesday night, the Norwood Middle School Fieldhouse. That's in Cincinnati. And on that card, our special guest host and hostess from WWF, Stone Cold Steve Austin, the world champion, and Miss Sunny. Also on that card, Chris Benoit takes on Chris Jericho. That's WCW. Al Snow against Chris Candido, ECW, plus Ohio Valley Wrestlers, Music City Wrestlers, a great array of stars. Photos with the stars from 5:30 to 6:30, a celebrity auction, 6 big matches, a great night. I want to invite you, and once again, wrestling fans, you come up and see us this Wednesday night.
Come pay your respects to one of the best professional wrestlers of all time, Brian Pillman. Plus, where do you get to go to have an opportunity to see that many different wrestlers from that many different organizations all in the same house? This Wednesday night, you need to be there. Also, don't forget, every Wednesday night, be part of our television taping family here at Davis Arena. Sunday night at 7 o'clock for our regular show here at 1121 Mechanic Street. Also, if you're interested in being trained here, be trained by a man with a professional wrestling resume. I'm talking about Nightmare Danny Davis here at the Ohio Valley Training Center. Give us a call at 280-7039. And if you're in the Cincinnati area, where do you go to be trained by the best?
You come to Main Event Pro Training Camp, and you can give us a call at 513-771-1650. Thank you, Dean.
That's right. Cincinnati area, be trained by Les Thatcher. Here in our area, Nightmare Danny Davis is the way to go. Right now, we got some single action coming your way. Faye Davis, take it away.
This match is 1 fall with TV time remaining. Introducing first from Gasoline Alley, the Shadetree mechanic, Vito Andretti, and his opponent, the man who hails from everywhere because his house is mobile, Trailer Park Trash.
Trailer Park Trash and Vito Andretti, your Shadetree mechanic, getting ready to lock it up. Joe Wheeler is calling for the bell. We are underway. I understand that Vito's running a break special this week. $175 a break, I understand, but I don't know if I'd let him work on my car, Les.
Well, Trailer may need some new brakes on that mobile home of his, you think?
Good point, good point. Right now they're circling each other. Both these guys are fairly cagey, and we've only seen Vito Andretti here for the last couple of weeks, but the people sure don't much care. Oh, man, what a smack from Andretti. He lifted the hood up on that one. Man, the rumble outside, I don't know if you can hear the thunder over the microphone. It looks to me like the man upstairs even appreciated that chop from Vito Andretti.
You talk about intimidation. That's what Vito's trying here, but
quick cover.
Trailer
Park.
You know, both these guys are brawlers from what I've seen, Dean. And that's what you're going to get the best out of both of them. Trailer is not packing a lot of meat on that frame, but this guy is cagey, as you mentioned. He is tough. He's wiry.
What's your best way to handle a brawler, Les?
Well, if you can brawl a little bit.
Is it a fire with fire kind of thing?
Yeah, but if you can hook him, take him down, and wrestle him, Dean, he can't throw them punches up at you off the flat of his back.
Use the mat as your partner,
Absolutely,
so to speak.
absolutely.
Kind of like a defensive lineman using the sidelines to hem his man in.
Sure.
I see what you mean.
Sure.
I see what you mean.
But, of course, you've got two brawlers here, so they're going to try intimidation with each other. They both know wrestling. When you talk, well, look at Rip Rogers. He's a brawler, but the man is also a litany of professional wrestling holds.
Right now, Trailer Park Trash having his way with Vito Andretti. There's some problems also between Trailer Park Trash and Flash Flanagan. We hope to tell you a little bit more about that. I know you missed us here last week and the week before that last, but Flash and Trash have kind of had a little bit of a problem here, and Rip Rogers been telling us there's nothing wrong with them, but I'll try to let you know more about that. Let's get back into the action at hand right now. Joe Wheeler trying to get him out of the corner. Vito puts, oh man, and he moved that ring 3 or 4 inches when he put Trash into it.
Good arm whip. Vito's carrying the meat here. He's, Trash is spotting him about 25, 30 pounds, and that's going to give Vito a little leg up in the power department. But again, I got a little respect for Trailer Park. He's young, he's still learning, but the guy is tough to beat.
I just hope Vito doesn't resort to grabbing that wrench that he brings to ringside. I've seen him go over there and pick that up a couple different times, and nothing good ever happens from it. What a clothesline. He almost took the head off of Trailer Park Trash. Joe Wheeler saying get out of the hair, sets him up for the right across the ring. There goes Trailer Park. Elbow plants him down.
Now, Vito seems a little confident here. He's building a head of steam. Watch Trailer Park Trash.
Whoa, man. Oh, and the big power bomb, Vito Andretti. Les, I tell you, that's where having a professional around here comes in. You saw that coming. Trailer Park, the trailer jack. The trailer jack, that's it for the Shadetree.
Your winner, Trailer Park Trash.
Trailer Park Trash is victorious, but I'll tell you who he would much rather have put that Trailer Park Jack on, and that is Flash Flanagan. Again, I want to tell you about this.
Yeah, I'd like to hear more about
I thought
that.
They were good partners. They came out here, they were working together, but both of them have one thing that both of them have something. They see the light at the end of the tunnel, and it's on top of Rip Rogers' heavyweight title. Both these guys want a shot. There's a big problem. Rip Rogers says there is no trouble, but there's trouble.
Just a minute. No, you're
trouble.
stirring the pot again.
I'm not stirring nothing.
You're stirring the pot
Look at this,
again.
Les.
There's no trouble. There's no problem between Trailer Park Trash and Flash Flanagan.
They were in each other's throats out here last week.
Rip, if there's no problem, I was told just a while ago that these two guys are going to wrestle on this program next week.
They're putting them in the surprise. I can see it in your eyes. The Flash Flanagan and Trash are going to be in the ring next week.
If they're partners, why are they wrestling
next week,
each other?
right here?
Right here, buddy.
It ain't going to happen.
Well, there's no
Mark
trouble.
my words, Les Thatcher, you're a legend. Mark my words, Dean Hill, you legend. It ain't going to happen. I'm out of here.
Oh, well, Les, I tell you, see, the passion in Rip Rogers right there. He says there's no trouble. If there's no trouble, why is he so fired up about it?
Rip's never wrong. If you don't believe me, ask Rip, right? I mean, hey.
Good point. Good point. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you can believe what you want to from Rip Rogers. I'm telling you, there is a problem in the camp. Flash Flanagan and Trailer Park Trash have all but tore each other's heads off the last couple times they've met here in the squared circle, and next week here on TV is going to be no exception. These two young bulls want a piece of each other, and both of them want a piece of Rip Rogers' title.
Should be quite a match, and of course, if one of them gets to Rip, that again should be a match because he's been their mentor, right?
That's true. That's true. Listen, we're going to be back right after these words. Great championship wrestling every Sunday night here at Davis Arena, 1121 Mechanic Street, Ohio Valley Championship Wrestling. All-American, I'm worried about this problem you're having with Danger Zone Juan Hurtado.
Well, I'll tell you what, for those of you who are here saw that Juan Hurtado blindsided him with that Panamanian flag last week. Well, this Sunday night, Juan Hurtado, when I get done with you, you're going to see some stars and stripes of your own.
And a couple of the other young guns here, I'm talking about the Ohio Valley Southern Tag Team Champions, Nick Dinsmore and Rob Conway. Rob, this problem with Rip Rogers and Dave the Rave.
Rip Rogers, Dave the Rave, they've both been thorns on our side since we got these belts, jumping us from behind. This Sunday, we're going to defend these belts, take care of them once and for all.
And Nick, add something to it.
Well, you know what? Not once, but twice they've jumped us from behind and beat us up. Well, we've taken it all, and we're going to give it back.
Where's the new young stars in professional wrestling? Right here in the Ohio Valley, 1121 Mechanic Street. Be here every Wednesday night for our TV taping, every Sunday night for Ohio Valley Championship Wrestling. Bell time 7 o'clock. We're going to see you at ringside. Fans, make sure that you have the opportunity this Wednesday night. Get yourself up to Cincinnati to the Brian Pillman Memorial. Les, again, you're spearheading this. We appreciate it. Again, tell us one more time.
All right, Dean. We want to invite all the Ohio Valley Wrestling fans to come on up. It's at the Norwood Middle School Fieldhouse. If you'd like directions, you'd like to talk about tickets, call us at 513-771-1650. WCW, WWF, ECW, Ohio Valley, Music City. They're all in the house. Stone Cold Steve Austin and Sonny, Benoit, Jericho. Hey, a great night. Want to invite you and, of course, you Ohio Valley Wrestling fans. You come on up and see us this Wednesday night in Cincinnati for the Brian Pillman Memorial.
This Wednesday night, be there, ladies and gentlemen. Pay your respects to one of the great professional wrestlers of all time and have an opportunity to see a great package like this all in the same spot. And the good news for us, Les,
hey,
not only is the NWA now acknowledging our existence, but we got time for the Ohio Valley
Yes,
Southern
sir.
Tag Title Match. You ready for this?
Be a good one. Yes,
Main
sir.
event
I'm
of the
ready.
evening. Faye Davis, take it away.
This match is for the Ohio Valley Tag Titles with TV time remaining. Introducing first, the challengers from Harvard University, the Expert, and his tag team partner from Indianapolis, Indiana, Flash Flanagan, and their opponents, the Ohio Valley Southern Tag Team Champions from Pittsburgh, PA, the Iron Man, Rob Conway, and his tag team partner from Jeffersonville, Indiana, Nick Dinsmore.
Dinsmore and Conway, the Ohio Valley Southern Tag Team Champions and fan favorites here in the Ohio Valley, getting ready to square off against Flash Flanagan, the man that Trailer Park Trash has got a problem with, and the Expert. You know, we've seen the Expert here a couple different times in the Ohio Valley, but it has been about a year since we've seen him. Right now, Robert Briscoe showing off the tag team belts.
You know, Nick and Rob are starting to look more alike, Dean. You talk about a team gelling and meshing. But I think they've got some good competition here. Flash and the Expert should gel well as a combination.
You got the speed and the power of the big man in the Expert
Exactly.
right now.
And the Expert at 280 moves real well for a man his size.
Right now, Flash Flanagan is being moved by the onslaught from Nick
sure
Dinsmore.
is.
Here comes the Iron Man, Rob Conway. Flash goes for the right in the turnbuckle, and it's, double whip. Conway into the stomach of Flanagan. Oh, man, what a belly-to-belly suplex. Plants him in the ring. This could be it very quickly. The Expert knew when to get in there and stop
save,
it.
right? Taylor in. There's the tag. So now we're going to say, nice arm drag. Rob's on him. Pretty.
Conway right now putting the Expert on the ground.
See, here we go again, neutralizing that weight difference by taking his man to the mat. But Flash with that knee, clotheslined by the Expert.
Oh, man, right now the Expert and Flash Flanagan having the way with Rob Conway. The Expert calls for the boot. Flash provides it, and Flash makes his tag in right now.
Good, keen competition here. This is an even match, it looks like to me.
1121 Mechanic Street, Jeffersonville, Indiana. The kind of professional wrestling you grew up with, ladies and gentlemen. You'll notice all the children out here. That's because this is a safe family atmosphere, the kind of place that you can bring your children into. Nick Dinsmore trying to get in to help his partner, Rob Conway. Briscoe has to get Dinsmore out, and of course it gives these two a chance to double team Rob. Right now down for the cover. 1, 2 is all he got.
Good kick out. And you know something I'm sitting here thinking too. Flash got a chance to watch Trailer come up with a win. He's going to be geared up to try play, and can you top this? Makes for great competition and great excitement for the fans watching Ohio Valley Wrestling.
That's right, because right now Flash has got to be concerned about not only this match, but what's coming up for him next week right here on TV. The thing that upsets Rip Rogers the most is that whether he believes it, whether he wants to admit it or not, there is trouble in the camp, and Flash Flanagan and Trailer Park Trash are going to meet here next week right here on this TV show. It's going to be I think it's even going to be the main event of the night, Les.
Boy, it sure could be. You know, I'm sitting here thinking, if you want to see what exemplifies good young talent in Ohio Valley Wrestling, you're watching 4 of them right here, because you've got 4 young men that are destined to keep climbing that ladder of success in this particular profession.
Right now, what a chop from Flash Flanagan. Conway desperately needs to get over to Dinsmore, but he's dazed in the ring. He's had an onslaught here from Flash Flanagan and the Expert. Conway trying to get his way out of it. He's trying desperately to work over towards Dinsmore. Flanagan goes to the eyes. goes for the boot and plants Conway's forehand across. Again, like you mentioned earlier, they're keeping him in the corner.
There you go. They're switching well. Now, maybe the first time these two have teamed, but they have obviously gone over a battle plan, Dean, and they're sticking to it, and that has put Rob in a real bad situation.
The
look at him.
Dinsmore.
He's suckered him. He's suckered him. He's pulling Nick, and now watch what's going to happen. Flanagan and Taylor are switching real well here, Dean, and it's put the champions in a real bad situation.
I just can't believe the action right now. Oh, the expert man. Oh, what a power slam, Conway. Man, what a power slam.
And he's made that tag.
Could be the rocket launcher.
Here we go. Nick's got him from topside.
That's it. All right.
Your winners and still champions, Rob Conway and Nick Dinsmore.
Conway and Dinsmore victorious in that match. Again, don't forget, be here every Wednesday night at 7 o'clock. Be part of our TV wrestling family. Every Sunday night at 7 for our regular TV show. If you're interested in sponsoring Ohio Valley Championship Wrestling, renting the arena, or having us involved in your fundraiser, give us a call, 280-7039. And Les, we're back right after these words. Great action, Ohio Valley Championship Wrestling style, 1121 Mechanic Street. This Sunday night, Jebediah, Blackhawk, Cousin Otter, Flash Flanagan, and Jason Lee are in your crosshairs.
Well, I'll tell you what, you boys thought you were pretty slick Sunday when you threw that powder in our face, started kicking us while we were down. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm getting pretty fed up with it. This Sunday, I got something waiting for you.
That's right, Otter. You boys come throw powder in our face, I think we're going to put a whooping on y'all country style.
This Sunday night, you guys better be here, Ohio Valley Championship Wrestling.
Tonight's the night. Everyone remembers last week when those two hillbillies were left laying there in the middle of the ring like two pigs rolling around in mud.
That's right, just like two hogs rolling around in a big mud pit.
You see, you guys just don't understand. Me and Jason Lee, the most handsome man in wrestling, this Beauty and the Beast, we don't care about anybody. And tonight, it's going to be like taking two pigs to the slaughterhouse. We don't care about what we got to do to win, because we want those tag team titles. So if you guys want some, come and get some.
Big team action there, wasn't it?
Oh, really? And you know, we're talking about the great talent in this federation in Ohio Valley Wrestling. And I just saying to you while we were out at that break is that we saw one mistake make the difference of the challengers becoming the champion. If the expert hadn't have tried that second leapfrog, they'd have never caught him with the power slam, never set up the rocket launcher, and you're seeing that kind of action here in Ohio Valley Wrestling.
Good point, Les. Now listen, don't forget now, we've had a great show tonight. Saw Jebediah, Blackhawk, and Cousin Otter victorious. Rip Rogers, of course, victorious over Mike Lightning. Trailer Park Trash, who wants Flash Flanagan in the worst way, and he's going to get him next week right here on TV in the main event, Les.
Hey, I'd look forward to that one. That should be a clash, and I want to remind you, Ohio Valley Wrestling fans, this Wednesday night in Cincinnati, the Norwood Middle School Fieldhouse, the Brian Pillman Memorial. It's all for good cause, and you're going to see wrestlers from the top federations around the world,
Austin
including
and Jericho and Benoit. Who
there
else?
You go, Candido, Al Snow, plus Ohio Valley wrestlers, Music City wrestlers, Miss Sunny from WW.
Oh,
You'll be there. All I have to tell you is that, right?
Oh, man, I'll tell you right now. Great, ladies and gentlemen, if you're in the area, I'll tell you what, even if you're not, you owe it to Brian Pillman, if you're a wrestling fan, to drive there to Cincinnati and be part of that night's event. It's going to be fantastic. Where else do you have an opportunity to see that many different wrestlers from that many different organizations? Listen, we had a great show tonight. It's been fantastic. We appreciate you being part of our wrestling family every Wednesday night at 7 o'clock. Come be part of the TV taping every Sunday night for our regular TV show. Les Thatcher, great having you with us.
Hey,
we
Dean, always a
it.
pleasure. And, of course, I want to come back because I'm enjoying watching these guys develop here.
Appreciate it. From the heart of the Ohio Valley, I'm Dean Hill. See you at ringside.